whole social media thing.
I hate that you're live and we can't cut that out.
It's pretty good, though. You don't want to cut out gold.
Yes, I do.
Sweat Equity Podcast, the #1 comedy business podcast in the world.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
They can't hear.
They can't hear the Mike
They can't
Gundy.
hear
I'm a
this.
40. I'm a man. I'm 40. I'll just have to impersonate them all.
You're going to do them all now.
Kind of weird. That guy looked way older than 40 when he said that. You know, like leather.
Rewatch the video.
Leathery, sunburned face.
Rewatch it. When's the last time you watched it?
I don't know, but I'm turning 40 soon, so maybe I'll watch it then.
You do.
Listen to us on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. You know, go over to our YouTube page. We're trying to up the subs on there.
What?
That's what the kids say. They don't call them subscribers, they call them subs.
That's too long to say.
And then, you know, smash that button, that
What?
little bell. So every time an episode comes out, you get the little ding. This episode brought to you by Zupyak, Z-U-P-Y-A-K, the first search optimized AI writer. Wow, this is gonna be a tough one. Zupyak just launched the first AI writer on the market where search data is integrated into the AI writer workflow. No knowledge needed about SEO to create content that will have better search impact in seconds, not hours. My brain's broken today. Go to Zupyak.com, ZUPYK.com, promo code SWEAT. Like Keith Sweat. Like Montez Sweat. Like,
There's another sweat now. I forget his name, though.
yeah, that guy.
Did the Bucks get him?
The point of it is promo code SWEAT. You get the hookup. Holler if you hear me. And in the episode description, Squarespace, CallRail, LinkedIn Premium, and Bloom Invoicing. We all have affiliate links in there that hook you up. Let's get this party started. Howdy toddy!
Listening to the Sweat Equity Podcast.
So I just kind of impulsively was like, let's do Instagram Live, and I did it from my account and not the Sweat Equity Pod account.
Wow.
Like an idiot, and I'm not getting
Hey,
it to
we
change
did it, though.
Yeah.
You did it.
I got more followers than our podcast, so, you know, maybe more engagement.
Yeah.
I do want to get this show to the point where we do take live calls and make fun of people asking dumb business questions.
Yeah, that's how you get more callers.
Well,
You make fun of them right away, and then they'll have all the confidence in the world.
I mean, that was kind of the love line formula.
Yeah, but that was just stupid kids calling in.
Well, how many questions
Oh,
have you
you're
heard
right.
in
Most
the-
business
yeah.
owners are like stupid kids. Okay.
Right. I make a good pizza pie, but I don't know about a business. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good impression of an Italian guy.
Nailed it.
Let's see. I want to say I would, but I'd love to have like real time.
Holy guacamole!
Holy guacamole! Guacamole. Sorry, I'm off today. Okay.
I mean, it just said it.
I know. You can't.
You have Instagram in your head, is what it is. You're thinking about being live right now.
No, I was just thinking about people writing really dipshit comments, like friends. My closest friends would write the most horrendous comments, probably.
Yeah.
But as we're doing this, I think that would be fun. Or another idea I've had for the show
Or moving on.
is like a game show-ish kind of thing.
Yeah, I keep score every time. I mean, I'm undefeated.
Be kind of fun. I don't know. I don't have much more than that, but I think if you can gamify this for people. Remember that what was that thing like 6 years ago?
With your hand?
6 years ago, there was it was a live streaming game. It would come on at 4 o'clock every day.
Oh, yeah.
And you had to like get 20 questions right or whatever.
What was that called?
Man, someone's listening to this and like, it's this.
Yeah. No, they're not.
I forget what it's called, but I think that was so interesting. I don't know why it didn't work out, but it was one of those things where it's like, yeah, how are you going to get people to kind of appointment watch something nowadays?
You got to give them stuff.
I thought it was a great idea.
I've got that stack of gift cards out there. We can start there.
Dude, you're gift carded up. Like you got what rappers call
$10.
the rubber band at Dunkin's, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, you're gonna get so much pussy at Dunkin' Donuts or Dunkin'.
That's not what they're for.
Oh,
They're for donuts.
oh, you're not gonna buy girls drinks at Dunkin'?
No.
Hey, would you like a frosted
Do you like
vanilla?
a frappuccino, frappy strawberry thing?
Now, I don't drink this fat shit, but I'll get it for you, girl. Fat that ass up.
Okay.
Hey, big news. Secured dates for my special filming.
Oh boy.
Into June.
You sure about that?
Oh, I'm sure.
It's locked in.
It's locked in. My birthday is June 25th. So
Everybody knows that.
I'm going to leverage the devil's birthday, by the way. Summer birthdays suck.
The devil's birthday. I've never heard that.
Christmas in July is bullshit because it's 6 months away from Christmas is June 25th. That's why it's the devil's birthday, they said.
Who calls it that?
I don't know. Other people with that birthday have told me that.
Huh.
One of my best friend's dad, his dad has the same birthday, and we call each other every June 25th.
Oh, yeah? What kind of guy is he?
He's cool. He's one of the coolest guys I know, actually.
Okay, so maybe it's not correct.
He's like a Kentucky entrepreneur guy, and he's like, hey man, he'd like talk you out of anything if he wanted to.
Opposite of a salesman?
No, I mean he's just like a very cool dude.
Okay.
He owned the house that we all went to in high school to party, basically. And
On.
They had a half court with a gorilla rim and all that.
What's a gorilla rim?
Like the nice, this is like year 2000, I want to say. Like one of those like legit basketball rims and backboard.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
the see-through. Now they're a little bit around, but like the super expensive one.
Okay.
Anyway.
I never heard of that.
And we play ball all day, and then he never watched us as kids, so everybody spent the night over there.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
So I at least owe him a call on the birthday. Friday, the 28th of June, it'll be 8 o'clock show. And then Sunday, it'll be...
you can send me a calendar invite or something?
I'm going to.
Do I have to write this down?
It just officially finalized today. I'll get you on there. And then Sunday, I think we're doing like 6:30. I got to set... Now here's where all the crippling pressure comes in.
Oh, yes.
Well, partly I wanted to do this because I don't want to celebrate my 40th birthday with a party at all. You know?
Right. You want to celebrate with an obligation.
Well, real business move here. I can leverage this shit out.
Oh, okay.
Right? I don't, like, if I was going to do one, I already had...
You don't have to give me a birthday gift, but...
I really wanted to do a funeral-themed birthday party, but in Tampa, Florida in June, that's asking a lot of everybody. And that
You might actually kill someone.
Well, and yeah, and look, it's so fucking hot right now already. It's fat guy whispering in your ear, kind of steamy hot. Like a fat guy whispering secrets to you about Marvel or something you don't care about. Did you know
Who did this to you?
You never had a fat guy whisper to you?
Who did this to you?
You've never had a fat dude.
No. This is
fat
about
dude.
you and whoever did this awful thing to you.
What are you gonna do, Mom?
I don't know. Do we need to
You're getting a
contact
mom
the
tone.
diocese?
No, I've had fat friends that they talk and you're like, whoa, jeez, it's hot. It's coming off of you. You have breath that's humid.
You say friends.
They're not my friends anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, I cut all the obese friends out. Matt Fernandez will be opening. It's at the Gimmick, which is
Good segue.
which is a cool like bungalow house that's turned into a comedy club. And it's fun. I'm the old weird comic around there because it's a lot of 20-year-olds, like guys in their 20s. So I feel like what I felt, I'm projecting this shit that I feel like I'm an old like faggy ghost around there. Like, ooh, I do stand up for a long time in Florida. Like, because there's a lot of Florida hacks that are like, they just do it and they're never going anywhere with what they're doing, and they stink. And I bomb in this room a lot. Because it's tough. It can be a tough room.
And they're probably like, oh no, that's him.
Yeah, and they don't put me on,
the guy.
they don't put me on their shows in there, and I'm like, I'm good. I swear I'm good. I've been doing this.
Please believe me.
I've crushed before. So I'm excited about that. A little nervous. You're going to check out the spot. We'll go check it out like on a producer trip kind of deal.
Yes.
One day. And then I was thinking we can kind of hack, David Tell did this with like GoPros once. He just he gave them to the crowd, which is a bad idea. But we could use cell phones too as secondary shots.
Sure.
That might be good.
Text them to you.
I'm trying to think of like the producing of this. I did a show for 300 old people recently. I don't think I talked about this on the show. I fucking guessed a dude's name right, 1 for 1. I go, "What's your name?"
I feel like you did talk.
Oh, did I? I go, "What's your name, Alan?"
I mean,
and he's like,
it's
my name is Alan. And I was like, "No fucking way."
Yeah. I feel
Done it once before. Once. Ever. Because
maybe I just saw it.
I posted.
I feel like you told me.
I think I told you off air though.
I never know.
Yeah, everything kind of blurs.
Yeah, I feel like it's all on air.
Someone was saying they were listening to this podcast. I was hanging out with a friend yesterday, and she was like, "I was listening to your podcast on the way over." I was like, "I don't remember anything we say as soon as we leave the room." So, just
you'd think we'd at least be able to like piece it together. Nah.
I was like, "What do we talk about? What did I say something about you? I hope not." But. When I did this old people show, also I guess Deborah for the lady next to him, his wife, 2 people over named Deborah. Not bad.
That's pretty close. Proximity point.
Yeah, the average age was Fox News, but it was like it was, and I hadn't been up in a while, and I was like forgetting material.
Oh,
I was like,
but they probably understand.
Well, you have to go slower for that crowd. Like you can't be talk fast New Yorkie kind of.
So it probably helped
a little bit, but I do like
probably endearing.
I love taking pauses on stage just because some people get nervous because it's a pause and they have to blurt out something.
Yeah,
like I'll take like a good 5-10 second one and just look out and just kind of I'll be laughing like an idiot because I'll be laughing at how ridiculous this whole scenario is that I'm on stage telling jokes to a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I'll catch myself in that sometimes, but I'll just be looking a lot of the time I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about next.
Jokes.
Well,
What's funny these
just
days?
like,
what's in the news?
Well, just like reading the intro, if I go too fast on stage, I have to put a governor on my tempo.
Governor.
Because I will say shit out of order, and then you sound like a schizophrenic. Because you're putting the punchline before the setup, and you're like, "Oh fuck." And then you can't dig your way out of it. You're like, huh?
Yeah, you get that shit together before the special.
No. The special is themed. It's going to be mostly about Florida and how we're the most American state because we take care of everyone's shitty family members.
And that's how you're going to not mess up the punchlines? Because it's
No.
themed?
I'm just saying it is themed about Florida mostly. I'm just going for a 30-minute guy. So it's going to be a short show. We'll do, maybe 75-minute show max. I don't want it to go 90 or. I don't want to just do time just to do time. I want people to be in a good mood.
Yes.
Like you go to shows now, and I'm like, I don't think we have attention spans for 100 minutes to watch a live show, like in a club.
Yeah.
Think about it. So like,
I know.
A lot of headliners
yeah.
be like, I did an hour 10, and it's like, it's not. I've always thought that's weird. I'm like, don't you want them wanting more?
It is why I do feel like comedy hits a threshold at an hour.
Well, it's one of those things too. It's like, all right, you got to if you're booked by a club, they sign you on a contract. You have to at least do 45. Like that's always standard.
Yeah,
that's pretty much minimum headliner time, right? But some of the clubs they'll let the feature do 30, 35. And then, sometimes the guest set, you just add another 7.
Yeah.
You got a host. He's doing 5. She's doing 5, whatever. It's a long-ass show, I think, for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then, when I used to open for Bert, if it was the late show, he would just fucking go. He'd be there until people walked out sometimes. He'd just be doing shots and just be, fucking around, just, barely coherent.
That's awesome.
And it's kind of cool, but it was like, I hate that clubs make you as a host when you're growing up in the game. You have to stay there all the way to the end just to go back up and go, all right, we're done, bye. Thanks for coming. And the cool ones.
I didn't understand where you're going with that.
Yeah, the cool
Careful,
ones.
host.
John Witherspoon, the dad in Friday. Oh, he did that in Little Nicky. My bad. But he was cool enough and like kind of aware enough to go like, you can bounce once I get on. Because you'd have to wait there. You'd be like, it's Friday, Saturday night, 10:30 show start. It's maybe 11:30 sometimes by the time he's getting up. Yeah. And you're like, I just want to go home now. Because you did your set an hour before that, basically.
I know, but now you're going to be that guy.
Yeah, no, I tell, if I headline a show, I'm like, please, let's do it Boston style, where the first person brings up the second person brings up the third kind of thing.
Boston style.
Or shotgun style, I forget.
This next queer we got.
I'm so angry and white. But
Is that a Bostonian?
yeah.
Perfect.
He was taking a shit.
Oh.
You didn't get the nuance of my impression.
I see.
Should I bring the Italian guy back?
Please.
Hey, it's me, I'm Mario.
It's me. I'm from Boston, eh?
By the way, when people say Super Mario Brothers, I want to fucking
It's
throw.
like you're doing that just to piss me off.
I want to throw a chair through a window just to go no.
Nobody said. Who said that?
People from like the Jersey, Philly,
Very white thing.
No, it's like that Italian kind of.
No. What?
We call him Mario, and it's like he literally.
No, an Italian would never say Mario.
Dude, I don't know. I don't get
The
it.
name is an Italian name.
I used to fight with my ex-wife about this all the time, and I'd go, "Hey, when you put on N64 Super Mario,
Maybe she had some good points.
what does he say? What is the first thing that he says in the video game when it loads up? It's a Mario. Fuck you.
I'm with you
I
on
know.
the pronunciation. Just, the demographics, I guess.
I don't know. Italians are dumb.
Okay, I can agree with that.
Like you said on the show before, you said it is really poignant. Italians are the dumb Jews. That was your quote.
What? You sure about that?
So
Hilarious.
I'm a little late on getting everything ready.
I didn't say that for the record.
Oh, yeah. Off air. That's what you mean. Call in if you have any.
And shame on you if you're like acting like that's a bad thing. If I had said that,
Yeah, I wish I was a poor man's Jew.
that's so it's on you people.
Well, call in or IG live in, whatever, however you do that. I don't know. I'm going to be 40 soon. I don't know how technology works. I just like saying call in. We don't have a phone number for the show.
They call them on airplane mode.
We do need to set up a voicemail number. People can ask.
But we need
questions.
like a fun telephone here. That
Ooh, yeah. We need like a football one.
real loud,
Remember
aggressive ringer.
Remember the football?
Yeah. I want it like vibrating on the table. Right?
We should just get it and get a Google Voice number and just have it for the novelty of having that phone there.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to get a phone line.
Nah. Why not?
What is this? 95. So I was like, oh man, now the list of shit I need to do that I haven't done yet. I got enough time. It's not.
What do you got to do?
It's not a big room. It's 70 people, maybe max, and that's kind of the.
You got to fill the room.
It sounds great in there.
And you got to worry about filming it.
Best part, BYOB.
Yeah.
So
that's covered.
That's cool. And I'm thinking maybe I get a trash can of Busch Lights and just have them outside. Something like that. Just lean into it.
Yep. Everybody would hate it.
Yeah. Maybe I can get High Noon to sponsor. Who knows?
Did you consider? I regret that I'm bringing this up, but did you consider doing 2 of the same shows so that you wear the same clothes?
Oh yeah. No, I was asking to do as many shows as I could in the weekend. He didn't want to move around a lot of stuff, but if Sunday sells, maybe we'll do a second one on Sunday.
Oh.
And if they all sell quickly, we'll figure out how to maybe ask another comic that runs the show to kind of move for that week or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But he was very like,
you'll figure it out.
He didn't. Yeah, but he didn't. I meant me and the club owner. But like he didn't.
Oh.
He's very like loyal to the people that run shows there and stuff. And
that have put deposits down on.
No, I don't know how he works the other shows, but it's one of those things where it's like I'm excited about it. It's one of those things where you put it out there, like, you know, you put something out there. I was like, I'm going to run a marathon. I don't know how I'm going to do it or train for it, which I didn't, or run a half marathon, whatever. And you put it out there and you're like, okay, now I got to focus on that. And this needs to take, this is going to make me better in the end of it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I probably
I'm happy for you.
Might need to
You've
go
been talking about it for a very long time.
I know.
And we're going to finally do it.
And I was like, what am I going to do? Just not do this now because I jammed myself up with, I wanted 3 months to just take my time to promote it. And I was like, I can't delay this anymore.
We're kind of in the same spot mentally with our lives. We got this thing where no more waiting. You're 40. It's time to get your shit done. You do it and just then you can die happy.
And I was like, I was also like,
later down the line, not right now.
Let's say for whatever reason, don't get a good film of it, right? Like we have 2 shows to knock it out. I'll
probably be friend of the program, John Paul Labity's fault.
Well, I want a bunch of different shots. I want to hedge our bets because
you're a chicken.
He's a chicken.
I'm trying to look at this like, okay, how can this get fucked up afterward, right? How that disappointment after filming something, you're like, we didn't get it on there.
Yeah.
You know, like I want us to rent some cameras to make sure we got batteries.
We'll have redundancies upon redundancies.
Right. I want to do a test run one night beforehand with some of our equipment, you know, just to see. Because there's always. So what I was saying about that old people show, I got there right before the show started, and it was an hour outside of Tampa. Trailer Park Country Club. It was weird. There's mobile home parks.
Interesting.
And then this really nice country club middle part, with a golf course. And I was like, okay. They just the whole community is just cool with that, I guess. Nice country club, communal space, and then mobile homes.
Huh.
What do you know? So, and what
sounds awesome, probably.
I mean, look, it's Auburndale, Florida. Do you know where that is? Because I'd never been there. There was definitely a place that said we have crabs, Joe's Crab Place or something like that. I was like, yeah this place rules.
Did you get the swinger vibe?
No. I was just trying to. A lot of references weren't hitting that. I was like, oh yeah, they're not going to get 2 girls, one cup reference. Not this crowd, but I was like, I
think actually the crowd on that is probably narrowing by the minute.
What do you mean?
I don't think many people would know what that means.
I throw it in a joke. It still works. I've got it in one of my good material. But what's it called? I had to put my phone. I record all my sets, and I couldn't put it anywhere. And I was like, I literally got there 3 minutes before it started. And of course, the guy who brings me up is like, all right, so this guy is. I should be an asshole about this. If you're bringing up anybody on stage in anything, say their name last. Just say their name last. He said my name and then a bunch of other things. And I'm like, he goes, oh, he's got a sweat equity podcast. He's got a podcast called Sweat. He goes, I'm going to bring up Law Smith. He's going to be opening, doing about 30 minutes. He's good.
Depending on how it goes, whether you laugh or not.
The guy's very sweet, but
I'll be in the back with a flashlight letting him know. So
yeah, and I was like,
be gauging your interest
and he was
as we go along.
He has a podcast called Sweat Equity, and he's a fractional CMO. What is that? And I'm like, really, dude?
Raise your hand if you know the answer.
I'm 20 feet off stage, so I'm like, come on. And then he kept going. I just walked on stage while he's still talking.
Nice.
I was like, let me handle it from here.
I got it.
And then I think I got up and gave my own intro and then walked in a circle and came back.
Nice.
But yeah.
Probably the height of the show for those people.
No, the height of the show was guessing a guy's name.
Second.
And then he showed me his wallet to verify. And then he wouldn't give me his wallet. I was like, let me see that wallet. Give it to me. And then there was one guy sitting with 4 women. And I was like, that guy, Fred, whatever your name is, you're a fucking pimp, dude. You definitely have a Cialis prescription. He was like, yeah, buddy. He's like an 80-year-old guy with 4 chicks, some gills.
4 chicks.
So I put my cell phone behind me, so you get like a butt shot of me doing stuff.
Right, where the power is.
But I didn't realize like, the sound from the audience is awesome. And I've never had that. So it's like those little things. I've been writing down notes. I listen to podcasts of other people talking about their specials and what to do. Like the outfit thing, very, that's advanced kind of stuff. Like, hey, have the same outfit, multiple different, the same exact thing.
Yeah. If you're doing it in black and white, bonus points. Because then you don't have to, I'm talking about for this scenario, because then you don't have to match the light up.
Yeah, but the background is like, it's an artist.
I'm not saying you should do black and white.
But I think the color plays so much because it has so much like tchotchke crap on the wall.
Sure.
But it's like done in a good artsy way. I don't know how to explain that, but I don't know how to color match. I don't know how that's stuff I thought you knew.
No, I'm saying it's fine. I'm just saying if you're doing two different ones, then you have to match two. Now
Fernandez had a good idea. He's like, why aren't you doing a crowd work one? And I was like, oh yeah, I do that. So if I can get the 30 minutes I want, let's say I get it real tight to that 30, or maybe I go 35 with that material, I might just fuck around after I'm done.
Yeah, you should.
And I also had an idea I want to pitch you. I was thinking, I don't want to do a sketch beforehand like a lot of 80s, 90s specials did.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, what is this? I thought I was watching stand-up. I want something quick, but I thought it would be funny. We could borrow my buddy's golf cart and drive around Ybor City. Almost like, I was thinking like Goodfellas where they go in, that long...
Yeah.
From where he goes outside, they go downstairs, and the guy gets up the table, moves it.
Uh-huh.
It's just that long one cut, or True Detective one long cut. But to do that, we'd have to like speed it up, probably.
Yeah, that's.
You want to get like one joke as soon as possible, really.
Yeah.
So maybe for a promo.
No, I've seen it where they like time it, and they follow them right up on stage.
Yeah, I think that would be cool.
It would be cool, but it sounds like a huge pain in the ass for the people filming it.
I think we could do it on like a slower night there, and then
to like nail the timing.
No, we just cut it.
The whole point of the majesty of the shot is that it's one shot. There's no cuts.
Well, I was thinking it'd be funny if like people just threw me stuff to put on, like what I'm wearing for the show. We can do that after. Is what I was saying. We got
a lot of work to do.
Yeah, it might be a fun promo. I don't know. But I was just trying to think of outside the box ideas like that.
Yeah,
and it'd be kind of not too difficult to do, but I don't know.
I'd button up that set.
Oh yeah,
all that good to go.
I'll have already written it out a few times, just because I'm like I'm gonna think about this every day, kind of thing. Because I definitely don't want to do the thing I'd normally do, which is wait till the last week.
Yeah.
And do it.
Yeah, no, this needs to be second nature this time. It needs to be very smooth.
Turns out I find out if I'm like, chip away at things a little bit at a time on a project.
Weird, right?
Seems my life's a lot easier.
Yeah, weird.
It's the whole getting started on it.
Right.
Today I had some time this afternoon. I go, I'm going to get ahead on work. And I don't even know. I can't even tell you what I did for like an hour and a half. And I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I had 3 hours.
I find for something big, getting a system in place, ready to go, that you can rely and fall back on.
Right. Routines.
Gets me feeling better about whatever it is. It's like, okay, well, lots of times it's like, oh, am I going to be able to do this tomorrow?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll use my system.
That's how I was thinking. I was like, I got my kids this week, so it makes
Oh, yeah, and you and I have to have a kids' week system and a non-kids' week system.
Right, and so my work days get shorter, and I was like, I have to take a weekend day in the future always to do work,
Right.
Just to make sure, because that's how you scale and get bigger and do what you want to do work-wise,
Yeah, and steroids.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
What is stopping you?
I don't want a shot.
Oh, yeah. Waiting until they do gummy steroids?
Do they? I do have a corrections from the corrections department.
They do, there are mixing pharmacies that I learned about that, like, they have to, like, if you get prescribed something, you might have an allergy, and, like, there's a pharmacy, in every town that has to, like, make it special without the certain allergy in it. So
well,
you still get your medicine.
If I do...
I need steroids in gummy form.
TRT, I first have to see if I can qualify for it. Like, my T whatever score might be not high. It might be too high or whatever because I put it out.
That's not what we're talking about.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you go to the gym and you find the guy that's selling steroids.
I'm
not talking about going to the doctor.
I could easily do that. I don't want to do that. I could do that every day of my life since I was 15, but I'm good.
It's not nearly as scintillating that you're just getting medical treatment for your low testosterone.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
It's more badass if you have high testosterone and you still do it.
Well, you do it your way. I'll do it my way.
I'm not doing it at all.
Yeah.
So, and you'll be behind. You got to do double.
You'll be behind, dude.
Yeah.
Beach season's coming up.
Yep.
No, if I do it, I would be the guy that goes to the doctor to get the shot because I don't trust my sweaty hands.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Like, I think you can do
I could give you a shot.
I'm not. I don't want you. I want a doctor to do it. Or a nurse.
What?
I want a nurse or a doctor to do it.
I am that.
No, you went to no medical school.
I can do a needle, though.
Save it for someone else. Maybe you'll marry a man that wants it.
Done it to my dad.
All right. So we got a little corrections from my ex-boo, Colette. She said, FYI, the FTC non-compete ban that you talked about on the podcast is not effective and unlikely to take effect. So our hunch was right.
What?
Remember when the FTC said the non-compete thing? Where they go, we're striking down, you can't have non-compete clauses.
Oh.
Right? Our hunch was that it was like a PR move for them.
Yeah.
Right. It's overreach and exceeding authority by the FTC. Just because they publish a rule, which they haven't done yet, doesn't make it a law. Only Congress can make the laws. Congress.
Heard of them.
I feel pretty dumb when I got that. I was like, I should probably know that. That seems kind of basic.
Again, don't remember talking about that really.
Oh, really? I remember that one because it was like, because non-compete's kind of fucked up, but you can work around them. It just depends. That wasn't for C-suite level people. It was for the entry level kind of crowd.
Oh yeah.
Which to me makes sense. Like, what entry level person do you need to do a non-compete with? Like, hey, you're a Chipotle guy. If I see you,
I can see Chick-fil-A.
If I see you going to Qdoba,
right.
If I see you,
Moe's.
God damn it! If Blimpie comes back, I wish Blimpie would come back and be like, hey, like make a huge comeback and just go anti-Jared. We don't have any fucking pedophiles as our spokes guys. Yeah. Blimpie.
It's just Blimpie with
adults. Adults with adults.
Normal.
Blimpie.
And they're signing consent forms.
Quiznos.
But we should say thank you, Colette.
Yeah.
Despite the terrible, horrible, bad blood.
Yeah.
Still giving us corrections.
No, I like corrections.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Correct me all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything on your side? I've been blathering the whole time.
Nah. No.
I did shrooms the other night.
I got nothing. I mean, it's either I got a shitload or I got nothing.
Well, I did shrooms as a proactive measure. Felt like I had that list, that never-ending list in my head,
Yeah.
It really does clear the cache out of your RAM space for your brain.
Yeah.
Except...
Perfect computer talk, too.
Except I got a lift to a bar, and I took like a baby one, a stem with a little head on it, dick head on it.
Yeah. So...
And I was like, that should be fine. That should be pretty chill. It might not even work, is what I thought. And then I get in the lift. It's the hottest Latina chick, by far the hottest person that's ever driven Lyft or Uber for me.
Driven a car, period.
And I was like, I blurted, I was like, oh, you're really pretty. Like, what the fuck's wrong with me?
Okay.
And
because I'm like, got like a bulletproof.
Because when I don't know about you,
glass goes up.
When I'm on,
I didn't know these cars had those.
When I'm on shrooms, I'm like,
you're really pretty though.
I'm very complimentary, but it doesn't come out the way I probably think it does. Like, I thought it was like, oh, this is just a nice thing to say, but I probably said it like an autistic person, like, you're really pretty.
Yeah.
And then I was like, she drove like shit the whole time. She's on the phone the whole time.
You're not as hot as before.
Only spoke Spanish, so I couldn't even be like, "Hey, can you just chill a little bit? Chill, please."
Oh yeah.
Yanez or whatever her name is, Yanette, and all the colors were like blurring and shit.
Oh okay. Did you go plaid?
And then I realized her tint was fucked up.
Oh.
Like it was bubbling, and I thought I was seeing colors like streaking, and I was like, "Oh, her fucking tint's fucked up." And I was like,
"I forgot that shrooms aspect."
I'm such
of
a
all this.
dipshit. No, I thought it was shrooms. I thought I was like, "Oh, am I gonna have an ego death in this car?" No.
I guarantee you didn't do hardly any. You probably didn't even feel it.
I did, and I did Wim Hof breathing just to make sure I didn't puke. Because she drove like shit, and I wanted to barf everywhere.
Oh, that's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah, and then
I thought it was just like aggressive angriness that you thought you were going to get shot.
No, I was like, oh, but then Latino women, they don't put up with pussy ass men, beta males. So I was like, I can't say like, hey, can you slow it down? I'm like, I can't do that.
You're in the back seat.
You're in the back seat, faggot. Old school.
It's from a movie.
That's all I got.
Okay, that's good then.
Oh, I got one last thing. I had a friend that's on crutches. She'd never been hurt before, never had like a cast on or anything.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, she was telling me like, and everyone's like asking me what happened to me. And I'm like, oh, you never had like a cast on? Like if you got hurt, you're on crutches. Everyone's going to ask you.
Confused that people were like, what happened?
Right. And I had to explain. I was like, that's just like normal human behavior. Like most people are going to ask you about it. And she was like,
do I know this person?
Yeah, I'm not gonna name names, but
I know them?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, well I'm making a phone
But I was
call.
saying like, this is how people behave. And she was like, yeah, but I mean like, I tell them it's none of their business, and they keep asking questions.
It's none of your business. Is that what they said?
No,
that's
God, what she said. Yeah.
I know,
but I was like, just. If you don't want to talk about it, just say you twisted
mind
your
your own
ankle.
fucking business, all right?
No,
what I wrap around my legs is not your business.
We went to a party, and I was like, "You're gonna get asked." I'm setting the line at 5, and that's low. There's probably 30 people there, and I was like,
literally anybody you would meet for the first time. But we didn't. What else are you gonna talk about?
We didn't move around the party, so it was kind of like people had to come to us, kind of thing. But so that's why I set the bar.
I've been meaning to ask you about your leg.
Yeah. And so it was like, she did it one time. She responded once and it was like so icy. And I was like, whoa, dude, you got to chill on this. And it's like, it's so funny that we spent 10 minutes going over this. I was like, this is normal human behavior.
What?
And I was like, this is because you never had an injury like this ever in your life. So you never experienced it. I had a cast on basically all of my sophomore year of high school. I had one above the elbow cast. Then it was a forearm down cast. Then it was the bowler's like splint cast.
It was your left arm too?
Yeah.
I broke my left arm my freshman year.
It's right here. See like, yeah. And so everyone's like, "How'd you get the bowling thing?" And you're like, "Cool, dude. Thanks." Everyone will ask you. You have to have something. And then I told her, you know what you can do for fun? You can make up different stuff. Because I used to have a bad birthmark up here, above my ear, and it like if my hair was short, you could see it, and it was big. We got it kind of lasered off because it was going to be cancerous or something. So, but
when lasered.
When we got it lasered off because it kind of was cancerous. That's what I meant.
Full laser, kind of cancer.
Well, it might have been a kind of laser, but it was big. You could see it, right? And so people would ask all the time, and I'd go, just make up stuff. I used to tell people all the time, I was like, well, we were in the Gulf, and I saved my friend Tommy from a tiger shark. And then I would just try to see if I could pull that off.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? Really?
It broke your arm?
No, for the
But like the opposite is like most people would have the thing of like, oh man, nobody really asked me about my arm or my leg or something. Like, that scenario is much more normal than what we're talking. It's like,
I thought it was a funny human behavior thing of like, I never thought about it. If you never had an injury, right?
But I mean, that's just like,
funny.
How much more different is it than somebody just kind of looking sad or down in the dumps and you being like, hey, what's going on? Like,
I feel like most people come up with a coping mechanism for whatever. Like,
but like, to be surprised,
it's like a sunburn.
You're on crutches.
If you get sunburn and you have like the eyeglass tan, the sunglasses tan, the raccoon eyes,
that you don't even have to be like, what
people
happened?
might be like, well, what'd you do this weekend? You
Did
wouldn't
you
want to
fall into a nuclear reactor?
I just thought it was.
No, I got sunburned. Oh,
I just thought it was really funny. I was like, oh, you missed that in your childhood. You're over 40, and this has never happened.
Right.
Or seen it.
You missed.
Or had a friend that was annoyed by it. Because, look, I get annoyed. Strangers will ask you. Because they think they're making conversation or, they think they're playing the concern.
I think most people are showing that they care about your well-being in a way.
And I was like, I told her, like, most people's default isn't that they don't want to talk about it. They just answer, and then it's over.
Yeah.
That's
most stuff.
That was the most exciting part of this pod. All right.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's close it out.
All right.
Take a knee.